Go back in my storage. Just want to get a few things out of here. It's cold today. Just a really cold, damp. So we'll strip this out. I'm hoping to put these two here, this one and this one, and then put all the other stuff on top. Just try to get a load. But let's get this off first. There's a little mortar. Two mortars here, looks like. Two mortars. It's like some of the most of the screws are out, but it looks like it's spot welded almost. Like it's spot welded. Yeah, it's spot welded. Or it's crimped or something. It's crimped in there or something. I don't think they normally weld it like this. I won't take very many of these apart because I'll just figure it's just too much work. But lately, it's kind of the normal thing now is taking stuff apart. Yeah, it's like it's spot welded or something. See that? That's right in that groove there. Spot welded. It's expected to come out that easy. Pinch my finger. Okay, let's see what kind of mortar we have in this thing. Mortar's kind of on the opposite side. Didn't think it was down here. Funny how it's spot welded, one screw. Okay. Oh, it's cold today. It's aluminum, but it's got a real thick coating on it. So why did it... I was hoping to have the mortar in front of me, not behind me like that, so... Just gotta take the screws off the side, I guess. Oh, the water's popping right out. Let's see, two more. Okay. We'll take this off. Oh, hands are just frozen. Fingers. There's the complete harness. Okay, so a little more here. So how's this mortar mounted now? I don't take these apart too often, so I don't know. Okay, well, let me figure it out. It's getting cold here. Let's shove them around the back anyways, and move the other stuff around. We'll see. A little too hard to get the mortar off. There's some nuts on the bottom here, which is, I don't have proper wrenches right now, so I think I just smashed the top off so I get part aluminum out. Just gonna scrap it the way it is. I did get the one copper mortar at the bottom. This one here. Oh well. Doesn't always go the way you want it to go. Yeah, they're not that easy, to be honest. That style anyways was a little bit hard. Usually the mortars are easy to get off. That one is a little, it's melted to the bottom there, so it's a new one for me. I mean, it might be a common mounting, but not that easy for me to take off. If I had a little wrench, no problem, but I don't have a wrench handy. Quarter-inch wrench or something. Okay. A couple mortars here. Yes, getting smaller and smaller, these mortars. These are just to cut a little piece off here. It's pretty heavy, that one, actually. Put my light on in a few minutes. Need to get this bin full. Ties are tough, these little ties. Okay, let me get my light on. I mean, I can see clearly, but I know the GoPro is not going to pick up too much. Okay, I got one here. I just decided off wasting my time. I should just left. I should looked underneath it first. But anyways, it's basically one motor here, and then a couple pump motors and some other stuff. Could be copper, I don't know. Don't know. It's interesting looking wire. It's aluminum. Okay, no copper there. So the spool here. Wire, insulated wire like a coil. Look how rusty the whole bottom's all rusted out. Doesn't look that old either. It's weird. It's just the gauge of metal is so cheap now. You'd think it, lasts longer than that. I see machines 20 years old don't rust like that. 30 years old even. Okay, so we got a little motor here on the side. There it is. More. Another motor here. Oh, I see. This is the kind that's sealed plastic. It should come up. And I got the screws loose. Clip here. It's probably aluminum this inside, but anyways, put this in the heavy metal for now. Yeah, it's probably aluminum. So this mortar basically was not really that good at all. Just a little bit of wire. Sometimes it's just like that, you know, not a lot. Okay. If we can get the dryer up, it might be pretty heavy. I mean, some dryers are light, but it's an old school one, might be pretty heavy, so we'll try. Let's get some curtain here. You know, it's tough to find, you know, especially these dryers and different things. Tough to find copper. Something at the bottom there? Nope. It's pretty heavy. Stupid door just closed. Looks like aluminum here in the front. It's got a thin coat. Maybe not. I think this right here, thin coating on here. I think. I don't think it's really thick. It's got a real thin skin on there. Here's my hammer. See if I can knock it off. It's actually glued on the face. In any event, it's still aluminum. Old school, old wire. Nice heavy duty wire. Two sets of wires that go down. Okay. Timer section here. Okay, I'll rip off the side here now. Bigger screws. Okay, let me get organized here. Okay. Oh, look how dirty that dryer is. Unbelievable. Can't even see the mortar. So much garbage and lint and dust and. So I'm gonna basically leave the mortar. Mortar's not copper anyway, as you can tell. But the wire is actually pretty good. Pull this top off. Figure how this top comes off. Lots of wire here. Yeah. It's an old type wire, old school. It's a real heavy gauge, just what I'm taking off. Your hookup point is right here. Okay. There's any change down there? Not. I hear no change this one, but. Oh. Let's see if I can loosen the drum. So let's see square. Cut the band off. I think I might be able to take the whole drum out. Band actually slipped off anyways, so it should be up here, I think. Too slippery. I was planning to take off the Inconel just to remove it, but it might be too more bother than it's worth. Let's get this door off. Just keep swinging. Get off the door off. I'll take some of the weight off so we can get on top. No way. Okay, well. It's held pretty good. Get the screw out. Watch out for porcelain paint, it flies all over the place, sharp too. That's one. Pretty heavy. Let's hope we get the door off, but okay, anyways, I'm gonna try to get up there. Got a couple of drills here, a DeWalt and Hitachi. So we'll see what's in them. I pulled a bunch of screws out already, not knowing. I see some kind of clip in here. The clip, I think, sits in here. I can see here. Might just be holding the battery there, who knows? Someone put a label, maybe. Don't see nothing. One screw here. Two screws here, actually. Okay. It's a copper plate. Big gear here. Not sure if that's supposed to wind something here or not. That's one piece. Okay, so basically steel. It's all steel gear. Nice gearing, actually. Pretty heavy duty. Yeah, nice piece of copper in here, actually. It's a transistor sitting on it. So we got copper, anyways, and the mortar here. It's pressed in there or something. Find something, unscrew it. Anyways, it's got a mortar here. Pretty heavy. You gotta break the back off here. It's pressed in there. I can see where it's pressed in. I might have bent it a bit. Armature here and stuff. It's half put on a vise or something. I may actually have to cut out the grinder around and then pull it out. It's in there pretty tight actually. That's the one. I assume the other one's gonna be similar. The same style drills. More plastic. I think there's partly brass in here too. No. Looks like brass, but it's not. So anyways, you can see another mortar, similar. It's the other one. I can see windings in there and armature. Oh, actually this one I can unscrew. See this other one here? Nope. So this one's still built a little different. Okay. Okay, this one is actually it's got little flaps here. We can get them off. And pull the mortar out. A little better design. I guess you can work on this easier. So I'm not sure how it comes out. Besides taking them off the back. The brushes here. So imagine this one goes this way. You may have to knock off this. Cut this, maybe cut it here and then pull this thing out. That's what it looks like. Yeah, that's what it looks like. And this is on the screws. It actually looks like a screwed in there. Anyways, if you just cut it off, the thing will come out. Looks like there's just windings around the motor, and the outer one's a magnet. Okay, so heavy gears. This way, brass. Okay, that's brass. Okay, that has a chuck. One will use a key, like key forward, to lock up the bit. Brass here. Okay, this one I like to get off, but something to pry it up. This one had a nice piece of copper in it, actually, right here. Try to get the rivet out. Rivet would probably be aluminum, right? I have to punch it out later. But a nice piece of copper, actually. And in here, some brushes and stuff. It's all brass. Brass or copper. Okay, let's got it all. Okay, let's browse here. We have a circuit board I have to get off here. Okay. I'm sure it looks like brass here. I'd say this piece is brass. Yep. Okay, I'm stripped. Maybe a piece of brass bearing, maybe. Brass bearing, steel. Okay, I got a call this jigsaw, I guess, or something. It's heavy, very heavy plastic. Look at that, though. It's brass bushing here if I can get that off. See that? But most likely I'm thinking you have to, let's see if I can take these two. One's gonna be for the blade, for sure. I'm just hoping one's for the shaft to knock this part off. It's very tight. Of course, everything's greasy. When you get your hands a little bit wet, that's it. Okay, perfect. Brass. Yeah, little piece of brass. This is all steel. Now, it's built pretty nice. It comes out or not. I don't know if that's a screw or not. I don't see a screw. Okay. The wire. The switch. I'm trying to figure this thing out here. Some nice looking gears. It's all steel, but so let's hold this motor in it. See no more screws. It's loose. It's loose. Behind this tag there might be something. Nothing obvious. I want to see a couple screws here. Just everything's so greasy you can't tell. Let's hold this thing here. So you see what there's water here, and I can't see what's here. So, unless there's something under here. Oh. So where's something there is all rusty. That's the problem. Anyways, a little bit of force. Okay, well, this thing just goes. It's really heavy plastic. The tightest stuff. It's like Bakelite. It's very tough material. Okay, so here's your rotor, armature, whatever they call them. There's copper there. But this one looks like strippable. Let's get rid of this. So this is the process like in most of the bigger motors, this style. It's all about the same. Not knowing how it's going to come out. Good guess. Just don't know. Good size copper, not bad. Copper there. Easy process, that's why I'm doing it right away. If you add in the vise, it's so much simpler, right? But I'm just showing the hard way. I like a challenge. There it is. There's your copper right there. Okay. Like I say, they used to buy them around, I don't know, 15-20 cents a pound. These things, right? It'd probably be better if you sold them the way it was. Just because, you know, you start taking it apart, then you're dealing with a bunch of plastic and then. Is that copper? No. Okay, here's some a little bit of brass where the those brushes were right there. You've seen it. I mean, it's greasy, it's oily. You have a bunch of steel here at L, right? Then you're dealing with a bunch of plastic, right? So now you have this plastic. All this to get rid of. It's not light either. So you have a choice, right? If they would give you 15 cents a pound, I think it'd be better just to sell it the way it is, because when it's all together, it's probably like 6-7 pounds, right? How much copper did I pull out of there? Not very much, right? And the other motors are very tough, so ideally, if you're getting like, you know, 25, 30, 40 cents for it, sell it the way it is. That's my point of view. Okay, we got Nakamichi here. It's been in the water and rain, so it's wrecked, but it also has a cassette player, auto reverse and CD, which is kind of a cool combo. Too bad it wasn't you know, in good shape where it wasn't in the rain. It's probably a high-end model. Nakamichi was around 80s, 90s. It's pretty big. The Nakamichi high-end audio, good amplifiers, good units in general. Like the higher end was a CD in here. Asian CD. Don't know, probably Chinese maybe. Okay. Wow, it's got quite the assembly on it, how it's built. That's why they're like solid. They're totally solid. The CD player was broken. That was the one big problem that I noticed. Lots of wires and stuff in there, transformer. Maybe I can take it off the frame. Okay, I'm just gonna basically take it apart because, you know, the end result is, you know, if I see something interesting, I'll get to that point. But let me take it apart, and then I could take a lot more things apart. Otherwise, as you can see, there's a million wires here. You don't want, you know, I can be cutting wires for the next 10 minutes. Okay, so stand by. Okay, so basically, all this wire came out of here. Look at all that wire, tons of wire for such a small little radio. I pulled this was around here. I just cut that off. I have to use snips to cut it. I like pulling this housing off here just so that on the head the transformer assembly. I imagine it'd be copper. What else would they use here? It's pretty high end Nakamichi anyways. Okay, here's the CD assembly. So, okay, that's aluminum here. I'll take this off here. Okay, it's aluminum here. It's your CD assembly. And there's a motor here and things you could take out if you wanted. The motor would be over here. There's a little bit of wire. Like I said, a lot of these motors just don't have nothing on them. Okay, CD assembly. This is a cassette tape assembly. I mean, there's pieces of brass here and there, but you know, you'd have to really work to try to get it out. Steel. This looks like a piece of brass here, but oh. Yeah, it's a piece of brass. Just the tip here is steel. Okay, there's brass there. There's another one here. Okay, there's another mortar here, but anyways, I'm going to take off that. The one board, really nothing on it. There's another board here. Looks like some sort of modification here. Capacitors. This one's got some flat packs I'm going to take off. The other boards, like I say, got a couple IC chips only. Okay, so Nakamichi, this one is. Okay, let me just put this board over here.